Hey, mighty men of God, this is Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become godly men. And we do that by connecting them to successful husbands, great fathers, and strong leaders. Guys, I'm doing the Real Man Ride Along today because I just left my men's group meeting at my church. And we talked about a topic today that I don't think is addressed that much. And here's the question. And I'll share with you what happened, and hopefully this will bless somebody out there who's watching this. I asked the men today, how many men by show of hands have a mission statement for their family? Now, when I say a mission statement, we're talking about a spiritual blueprint and game plan for their family, for their wife, their children, and even for themselves personally. And I was in a room of some very spiritually mature men, and no one in that room, including myself, had a written plan. Now, we had some ideas in our head about what we would like to see our family do and accomplish, but we did not have a mission plan or a mission statement or a game plan. Now, the reason why it was brought up because we were watching a video today, and Tony Dungy, who you know was a former coach at the Indianapolis Colts and Super Bowl champion coach, and also a Hall of Famer, he mentioned about how the preparation they took as coaches for his team to prepare his team for an upcoming game. He said they would start by talking about it on Monday about some of the strengths of their own strengths and the strengths and weaknesses of the other team, and they would come up with a game plan by Tuesday or at least by Wednesday about how they're going to attack the other team and those weaknesses and put themselves in certain situations and how they're going to respond to those situations. And so they would spend the rest of the week from Wednesday until up to game time to that Saturday, I believe, or Friday, implementing the plan. So they would have sort of like muscle memory when it came down to playing against their opponent. Now, his premise was this. He says that if they walked into a game and they just showed up without that type of preparation, without having a plan, without exploring the different opportunities that they're going to have or exploiting the different opportunities that the other team is going to present to them, and they just showed up on the field without their equipment, not having on their helmet, the shoulder pads, all the pads, not having their game plan, not having practice, he says that he would probably get fired because they say, man, that is a lousy coach. Well, the point was this. We have been given a team by God. He brought that woman into our lives who we call our wives, and we also were blessed with some children. This is our team, and yet we show up every day, and we love this team dearly, but we show up without a game plan, without a plan, a course of action, of not analyzing our strengths and our weaknesses spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, and not having a game plan or a mission statement for our family of how we're going to address these particular issues. So I was guilty, just as a lot of men in that group. We felt very convicted by the Holy Spirit that we need to come up with a game plan, a mission statement for our families. And we even used it as a homework assignment. So I figured, hey, why leave it in our small group? Why not put it on Real Men Connect? So I'm challenging you as men to step up. And some of you already probably have a game plan. That is awesome. Matter of fact, I would love for you to share how you came up with yours so you can help us out. But I'm challenging you, if you do not have a mission statement and a game plan for your family, to do one and do it like yesterday. And how you come up with that game plan? What do you put in that game plan? Start with eternal things. What does God expect from you when it comes to your family? And then you go backwards from there. Look at the expectations you have for your family. Look at the expectations you have as a husband. What can they expect from you? What do you expect from your wife? What do you expect from your children? What can your children expect from you as a father? And you put that in writing. Now, one of the men in our group who blessed us by sharing another thing, because he's about to do this with his wife, he suggested also to include your kids on coming up with the game plan and get their input. Now, of course, you have the final decision on what the game plan is going to be, but solicit their input. Because let them know that they're part of this. Because if you include them as part of the game planning process, they're going to take ownership of the game plan. Also, they're going to respect you a lot more for including them in on it. So, of course, you're going to include your wife, but you're also going to include your children. And make sure that you come in agreement. And once you come up with that game plan of expectations from each other, what they expect from you, what you would expect from them, You're going to hold each other accountable. Put that thing in writing, put it on your refrigerator, put it somewhere that people have easy access to so they can look at it. You can actually even have family meetings, maybe weekly or monthly or at least quarterly, to review how you're going about that game plan. In other words, if we put as much attention on our families as we do on preparing for our jobs and preparing for sports teams, think how much more powerful our families would be. And of course, in the ultimate end, we'll be bringing God a lot of glory. So I hope this helps somebody. So that's your challenge for this week, is to come up with a mission statement, come up with a game plan, a vision statement for your family, get their input on it, and make sure you put it in writing and print it out so everybody will have a copy of it. And if you like to, you can even email me and share it with me so I can hold you accountable. But anyway, we're going to do that in the next couple of weeks. So when I meet back with my men again, we'll be able to compare notes. But for now, remember that a male is a terrible thing to waste. And we're males by birth, but we are men by choice. So choose to man up and step up to the plate as a man. God bless you. Stay strong. And as always, stay in his grip.